I like the idea that people aren't really expecting me to do anything like any proper DJing.
Yeah.
People probably just think I'm playing stuff on Spotify anyway, so I think doing a couple transitions in there is a bonus.
Surprise them,
I'd like to keep it that way for a little while.
Yeah. All right. Welcome in Paradiso in Amsterdam, Declan McKenna, or should I say Darles Chicken?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because I see all those amazing TikToks, all those videos of you, you know, DJing at the after parties, coming around. I had a lot of FOMO, fear of missing out, so I thought I just want to dive into your music collection and see what gives you, the energy, or what you think are the good songs to play at an after party.
Sure.
Of course, this is like a pre-show setting before you play your gig at Paradiso.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Yeah, what's the current mood at this point?
It's chill. It's a chill day, you know. We're all very happy to be here, excited to play Paradiso. We've been here, definitely played one of the smaller rooms before here at maybe, I think, London Calling or one of these. Like, yeah, really excited, but yeah, it's a different vibe. I think that after parties are always a bit crazy and you just kind of have to play to the crowd a little bit, and you know, people are just so excited, so it's a little bit different, but I quite like it, having a bit more free range as well, because I think when you've got a crowd of people after like one of my gigs, I sometimes maybe have to play more like stuff that everyone can kind of sing along to and stuff like that, whereas I lean towards something, I don't know, some other stuff as well, really. Bit of a mix.
Yeah. How much do you prepare? Because that's always like the art of the after party. You never know what the vibe is gonna be. Right.
I mean, I've tried to prepare a bunch of stuff. I have, you know, probably not too much more than 100 tracks. I'm trying to just build more and more. And I have a handful of like pretty solid transitions, and then the rest is just kind of making it up as you go along. But yeah, I've really only just started doing it, and like a lot of the sets are really just my favorite like party tunes, like the stuff that I would play at a house party like with my friends. And it's literally like a lot of the time my friends, some of my band or people who have come along to a show will like be in the booth with me, and it'll be like our hits. It's like our songs that we all listen to, but then sometimes the crowd doesn't know them at all. We're just like, just the songs that we always put on, and so it's kind of, yeah, nice to have the versatility doing it on the laptop, so because I can do it at our, like, me and my friends, like, parties and stuff.
Yeah. Well, what type of DJ are you? How do you handle like people with people that are requesting songs that you don't really like feel like playing tonight?
The same as at a gig. I get that all the time. I'm like, if someone requests a song that we're going to be playing, I'm like, great idea, great request. That's our one request for the night. If you kind of open yourself too much for people to comment or for people to keep sort of interacting, like sometimes like takes away from the focus. You just have to be like, I'm just gonna carry on doing my thing. Like, and the same goes for DJing, but it's a little more like relaxed, you know. Like people will shout stuff up.
And I was wondering, because it's always like the art of DJing that you got it like either like very organized with folders and everything, or just not at all. What's
no, I'm not. I'm not very organized at all. So, I mean, yeah, I have stuff saved and I have little cues saved, and that's about it. But I'm constantly kind of searching between. What I do have is like this stuff. So I have a rough like ideas of songs that kind of go into each other. So this is like probably from one of my earlier gigs. I have just like a set list here where with with stuff that so like the keys. So I haven't like fixed any of the tracks really like pitch wise or anything. So I'm kind of either key syncing it on here, or some of them like the key sync kind of takes it to an awkward key, so you have to like change it yourself manually. So I have little notes on like like I have a few acapellas. So for example, like it won't pick up on the key quite so well. So I just have to like pitch it so it's right with the track. Like, but yeah, this is kind of my version of organization. And
could you like play me one of the songs that you feel, because there's already a track here on the Pioneer. Either it's like a favorite or what kind of...
Yeah, I mean, this is one that I just love. I sometimes, you know, if I have free reign, if I'm not, like some of the after parties, I feel like I have to come in super hard, but if I don't feel like that, then I'll sometimes start with this, because this is one of me and my brother's favorite bands, Crazy P. My brother introduced me to them years ago, and like, it's just a really nice, kind of chill, but super groovy, and yeah. I love to start with this song. Yeah, it's fun to do that in the club, you know?
Yeah.
Just sweet.
So this is kind of a build-up song, just to see the faces, to feel the vibe, to see...
To get everyone grooving a little bit, like, that's my thing is, as I say, like some of the after parties, you really have to play like some just stuff that people know and sing-alongs and stuff, but my idea of like how I'd like the sort of DJ sets to go is just something a bit more just groovy, and just you can kind of have a drink and chill and chat.
Yeah.
Like it's just about setting a vibe, I guess.
Yeah, but also since you've just came out of, you just came off stage, and I can imagine you're like full of energy. You want to have a little cool down kind of moment.
But then I just kind of start throwing in this other track which I like, Polo Pan.
Yeah.
Kind of teases the track, but no one ever really knows. So my sound man always requests this next track, Dorothy. Or he's like, what is that song? I'm like, go listen to Polo and Pan, it's so good. And then whenever it kind of starts to feel like the thing's coming to a head, I just kind of hit this little cue.
And what is it you like about this song?
It's just got a really cool vibe to it, I don't know. It's like really, it's this space, like it's just really masterfully put together, I think. And it has these really cool it's a little bit faster than I normally have it, but you know.
But for everyone who's watching, this is extremely hard since you are DJing like with 2 tracks on 1 channel. So this is quite challenging.
Not perfectly in time, but it was alright.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I need to click the master tempo on both of these. I've actually,
Because they were not syncing.
Are they syncing?
No.
Yeah, no. As I say, I'm just used to doing it on here. This is where the party really gets going.
Yeah. And do you feel like, do we hear enough Sophie in the club in general? Because I don't think so, right?
No, and that's another one I've been meaning to play more is Yeah Right as well, which she produced for Vince Staples, which is such a amazing tune, and yeah, the production just hits so hard every time. Like, it might be a bit offensive maybe in some occasions, but I just feel like for an after party, it's like people just kind of want to go there. So
yeah.
I like it a lot.
You've got a couple of that tracks, because I also saw the videos of you like playing Vroom Vroom by Charlie XCX, A&W by Lana Del Rey. It's also kind of that vibe when it switches, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, that's it. I just have it set from the like, and it just goes straight in. And that's another one where you can really get away with just whatever BPM comes before it. You just start that and you're in.
Blows
like,
up.
It doesn't really matter where it comes from, because even in the context of that song, it like is a weird switch up. Like, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know. I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This bit is awesome as well. Just like wild.
Do you remember the first time you heard this song or anything else from SOPHIE?
Yeah, I was really confused at first. I think it was like Lemonade, one of those tracks.
Yeah.
It's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? But then it clicked when I heard the Vroom Vroom stuff and the Vince Staples stuff, and then this record is just unbelievable. It's one of those ones, like, it is so out there. Like, I remember even at the time, some of the like SOPHIE produced stuff was just getting wildly different reviews, because you really need like an in, like something that really clicks, and then you're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
This is kind of where I start. Let's start bringing in this one. Should probably plug these things in by now. That side is definitely quieter, but oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, the right one is like interesting. No. Okay, whatever. So what's the influence of LCD's sound system on you as a person, as an artist?
Well, there's a few of my songs that have quite a big LCD influence, but yeah, they kind of were a gateway into a lot of dance music for me. Love them. Also, Soulwax is a lot of, as I say, like, I have a somewhat limited amount of tunes that I actually play in my DJ sets, but the Soulwax stuff I have a lot of, and one of the ones that I always play as a bit of a nod to the fact that the Rolling Stones beat me in the charts, but also that I think it's one of my favourite remixes of all time, is the You Can't Always Get What You Want Rolling Stones Soulwax remix, because it's just unreal. And
can we get a bit of that one? Yeah?
Sure.
Like, you don't have to give me the perfect transition or anything, but just the two.
I'll do the jankiest transition ever. Start doing this stuff and people are like, you can kind of get away with it being like...
Just pulling some dance moves or anything, right? Distract them.
But you totally can get away with it.
Still a vibe.
Not like that.
But I can imagine you with your friends in the booth, and like if everyone's like screaming and yelling and just...
The great thing is, like, sometimes you do stuff by accident and it's the best. Like, that's why I don't know, as I say, I don't try and... I have some transitions that are a bit scripted, but like I had one the other day where I was like, I felt like the crowd just kind of wanted some indie bangers, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna download Kids by MGMT and get this to happen. And then I tried to do this slick transition, and whatever button I pressed, I mean, a bit of a hot topic, because I think the similar thing happened to Grimes
at Coachella.
I'm not good enough at math for this shit, but here we go.
something I did.
370 BPM. What the fuck?
I did, like just it slowed everything right down. So it was like this. Like it was like a slow version of MGMT, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna like lift the tempo, and then everyone's like starts doing it like in time as it gradually, and it's like looked on purpose.
Yeah, by accident. Oh wow!
Like, I can't believe I pulled that off. It like seemed so. It's like one of the best transitions, and it was just a complete. Like it was almost a joke, but it was it was cool. And as I say, yeah, I'm new to it, so I don't get everything perfect, but I just
you should be.
I think keeping it where that kind of thing can happen is cool. It's fun.
Yeah. And is there like a place, like a club or a festival you think that should be on your bucket list? Like if we talk about Rhymes on Coachella, you should be DJing there like next year, of course. But is there a specific place or party that you feel that?
I feel like I'd struggle with that crowd. Like I think my DJ sets are gonna work best in a room, probably like this, like in a little basement, a little basement, a little club, intimate environment. People there to have a good time, because at least for now, because as I say, like I don't know, maybe in the future I'll feel really like I could do it in front of a big crowd, but for now as I say, I'm trying to do it in as proper way as I can get away with, and that I have time to figure out how to do. But like I like the idea that people aren't really expecting me to do anything like any proper DJing.
Yeah.
People probably just think I'm playing stuff on Spotify anyway, so I think doing a couple transitions in that is a bonus.
Surprise them.
I'd like to keep it that way for a little while.
Yeah. All right.
But still, be doing my thing. But yeah, who knows? Like, I'd love to do some festivals. I think some small tents and things like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I just, as I say, I worry about those things and people turning up and expecting kind of me to just solely play sort of sing along, hits like the sort of silent disco kind of stuff, which I've done before, which is like fine, but I much more enjoy just playing my, stuff that I love.
Yeah, but that's the fun, right? That you're listening to something just on your headphones and imagining yourself playing it in like a cozy place with crazy people, just in an after party vibe. So what would be like the perfect closing anthem, a perfect a final song that you feel that's always?
Either
the next one, by the way.
I have, this is a great song.
Too bad we don't have that much time, but it's so cool. Yeah.
I like this one. I think I went into this the other night, and this just works really nicely because some shit like this always works. Something like this, just really emotional.
Yeah.
I would like to end on it, and I'm like, peace out, everybody. This is great. This is from the King Ghidorah. It's like one of the MF Doom monikers, and I don't know who's rapping on it. I don't know if it's a mystery or what, but I love this song.
Yeah.
And it's like the lyrics as well, just really emotional for the end of a DJ set. It's like crazy world, getting where you fit in, like stuff like that. Just for me is the right kind of thing to end on. But you can just, because I feel like the DJ. What I love about DJ sets is like that, the sort of the communal vibe in the room, and like the just lovey energy, like. It just, if you can end on a note where
bringing everyone together,
it's like what it's all about, like what all the music's all about. So if you can just curate that energy and then end on something that feels really emotional, like I like that. It's like remember to look out for each other or something. It's like it's really nice. That's kind of something probably underappreciated about just DJ sets in general is that sort of when it's done right, it just winds up with everyone in the room feeling just really united and it's cool.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much for showing me a little bit of your record box of your favorite songs. When is going to be your next DJ gig, or is that a secret?
I don't have another one booked. Like we did some in the UK, but it's just doing it on tour is just really tiring because it's like you don't start until midnight after a show, and if you're doing a few like shows after each other, like I did only maybe 4 on the UK tour. And it was really tired. I really enjoyed it, but then the next day I'm just like my legs are just exhausted because I've just been running around on stage and then just like stood up doing a DJ set and dancing and maybe having a few drinks. And when you're DJing as well, you don't really notice that you're drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's like, oh, do you want another G&T? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And afterwards I'm like, oh no.
It goes so fast.
I just wanted to do the thing. I didn't want to have five G&Ts. But
there
hey,
you are,
you know, that's you live and learn. As I say, I've just started, so
exactly.
I'm sure I'll figure out like the balance.
The right balance.
Yeah, hopefully try and do one on this European run. We'll see. Maybe one will come up in the Netherlands while I'm here. Who knows?
I would love to. Thank you so much for DJing in front of the jellyfish visuals. That's a first for me. I don't know if you have ever like played with such great visuals before.
I need to bring like a green screen or not a green screen, but like a projector.
VJ, everything,
with the sort of visuals. It's makes all the difference.
So I'll talk to you next year, like on a dance event with a big screen and a VJ and everything, just EDM. No, just kidding. Well, thank you so much and enjoy the show tonight.
Thanks very much. I will. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.